What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new video. Before we begin, I just want to go ahead and apologize. I have not been on the channel for a few days. I've been super sick, but I'm just getting back to it now, getting back in the swing of things, and so I figured I'd make a Redbubble video to reinvigorate the channel and just make this video just to go ahead and talk about what the most important thing is for Redbubble. By far the most important thing for any Redbubble store. Now, some of you can probably guess that some of you are going to say social media marketing, some of you are going to say tagging, titling, some of you are going to say your designs, and at the end of the day, all those things are great, but they're not the most important things. By far, the most important thing, the single thing that matters the absolute most when it comes down to creating designs, making money on your Redbubble store is the traffic. That is the one thing that matters the most. When you guys have seen me talk about Instagram, and we do Instagram marketing using the softwares that you've seen, the like automator, follow and follow, the comment. When you guys have seen me talk about the favorite Redbubble Rocket Tagger tool, where we can essentially have a software that finds the best tags for us for a certain design in a certain niche. Or when we use even, where's the other tool here? The Redbubble Favorite Automator tool, right? When we get people's attention by favoriting other works, or even when we get our own works favorited by using other accounts that we favorite with. All these things are doing one thing. Even for those who have joined the courses on autopilotpassiveincome.com, the Redbubble tag course, the POD design course, the Zazzle is for something else, but the Redbubble tag course, right? The POD design course to design properly. All those things at the end of the day lead to one result. And that one result, that overarching result is what? It's to increase our traffic. At the end of the day, the more traffic we have, the bigger the chance we have to make money every single time. So, what are some ways that we can increase our traffic? Well, you guys can list them off right now, and you guys already know a lot of the answers that I'm about to say. If you can tag properly, that will increase your traffic. If you can title your designs properly, guess what? That will increase your traffic because you have Google SEO, you have people searching for things, your design is going to come up. If you can design properly, guess what? That will increase your traffic, right? So look at this store here on Redbubble. These designs are pretty decent. I mean, they're not bad. This store has 12,802 designs. And guess what? The more designs that they have can also increase traffic. If the design is attractive, that can also increase traffic. And don't get me wrong, guys. When we have the courses, for example, the Redbubble POD design course, we've shown how to design efficiently. Just the other day, somebody was asking me, how on earth do I design so quickly, how I create 60 designs per day? He said, do you create a design every 12 minutes? I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't create a design every 12 minutes. I create my 60 designs within a half hour, 30 minutes. That's all it takes. When we do these things, yes, we're getting better directly in a certain area of our lives. For example, designing, creating designs, creating artwork, etc. But more importantly, the end result is what? Getting more traffic. When we create more designs, guys, what are we doing to our stores? We're creating more traffic. So when the course teaches us, for example, this course, and for those who are interested, $39.99, link will be in the pinned comment down below and in the description box. The POD design course, when you take a look at it, right, not only teaches you how to design quickly, design efficiently, right, so you're not second guessing yourself, paralysis analysis, but more importantly, to do it without doing the niche research so you can get yourself into certain niches that are already profitable. How does that actually happen? Well, we don't do that for the goal of just to design more. That's not the goal. The goal is to acquire more traffic. Remember when I said, guys, before, when I said 60 designs per day is what I'm doing every day for 10 months out of the year, that will give me a full-time passive income through Redbubble for just the year, so that I don't have to work ever again on Redbubble, and I'll come back the next year, the year after, and I'll have income made. How do you guys think I'll be able to make that income? I'm just quizzing you guys. Do you think it's based on, the amount of designs I have, how cool the designs are? No, it's none of those. Having more designs increases the amount of traffic. Let's think logically. If I have two stores, let's say I have one store with 200 designs, another store with, let's say, 50,000 designs. What store is going to generate more traffic? Well, the answer is the one with 50,000 designs. So obvious, and you guys know 50,000 is an exaggeration. That would take literally 2 years of 60 designs per day, every day, no breaks, probably even more, a little bit more, probably like 2 years and a quarter maybe, and getting the work done. But here's the thing. The store with the more designs wins, gets more traffic. A store with a better design quality wins, gets more traffic. A store with better tags, that wins, gets more traffic. And traffic at the end of the day is eyeballs. More eyeballs on your t-shirts, more eyeballs on your products, at the end of the day leads to more profit. And this goes for everything in business. If you own a bakery, you want to get the more eyeballs on your bakery so that you can potentially get more people to buy, right? It's the same reason why we use Instagram. Okay, I've shown the Instagram bots. I've shown how to utilize them. botsandapps.gumroad.com, igbots.org, followandfollowbots.com. All these places, by the way, affiliate links will be in the description box down below if you want to check them out. All these different tools, all these different things, yes, they grow our following. Yes, they get us attention. But what's the point of attention if we're not making money? And that's the whole point, is that we take that attention and we divert it into money. And how do we do that? Well, we generate traffic to our stores. Whether it be we're using a favorite Redbubble automator to get more favorites on our designs, therefore we rank higher. Whether it be that we use the Redbubble Rocket Tagger to essentially run the tool, figure out essentially what are the best tags for the specific niche, for the specific keyword. Then after that, when we take all those two things into consideration, what are we doing? We're increasing our traffic. Same thing with the Twitter guys. The Twitter tools, by the way. I haven't done too many videos on these. I only done one video on this channel, one video on the other channel. But when we use the Twitter tools, by the way, Elon Musk, I believe, bought Twitter. So Twitter might have some new things going on in the future. Might be a new, a new business place for us. We use Twitter for more attention. We're generating more attention to our businesses. Every single tool out there is a potential profit. If you're running only one Redbubble store and you have no intention of creating more, highly recommend create a YouTube channel. Figure out how to market your designs through Redbubble. I've talked about this before, but you have Placeit. The website Placeit allows you to do different marketing material for your designs. You can take the marketing material for your designs through Placeit, right? And by the way, guys, I'll leave all these links in the description box down below. You take the marketing material, you put it on a YouTube channel, you figure out how to use it strategically, creatively, and that could potentially create you more sales. Now, something I want to say is that there's no guarantees here. And when I say there's no guarantees, meaning for some people, these methods would work, some of these methods would work tremendously, some of them won't. And I'll explain what I mean. I can give somebody the best way how to tag properly, and it will work phenomenally for them. I can give somebody else a strategy on how to market their accounts on Twitter, and somebody else, it might work for them better than something else. Everybody has a different way as to how to move up the ladder, how to move up the ranks. And when I say the ranks, I'm not necessarily talking about a Redbubble algorithm, but what I'm talking about is the ranks financially, right? You want to go from making $10 a week to $100 a week? There's certain things you're going to have to do. Whether you get better at what you're currently doing or whether you acquire new skills doesn't really matter. The point is all the skills, when you add them all up, when you talk about what the end product is, what the end goal is to generate as much traffic as possible. So I haven't really said this. I thought it was assumed, but now hopefully I'm clear on it. The whole purpose behind everything that we do, whether it be the Instagram, whether it be creating more designs, whether it be tagging properly, whether it be titling properly, whether it be taking courses on learning how to design. And guys, I just finished a course on Udemy on graphic design the other day. All these things that we do to get better is not so we could just get better for no reason, but it's to generate more traffic. We take the skills that we learn, we put it into action, and we get better at what we're doing. And more importantly, that increases our traffic. And increasing our traffic, increasing our attention, and increasing our attention definitely increases our sales. And through that whole process, the more we do these things, the more we use the tools, the more we tag better, the more we title better, the more we grow our social medias, the more we do all this stuff, well, then it's obviously logical at that point. We're going to get better at what we're doing. And the more we get better, the better the effect. If you guys remember, I made a video a little while ago called the snowball effect. And what the snowball effect is like, literally, that's how business is. When you have a snowball, it's really small at first. The more you roll it up in the snow, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Once you push it down the hill, it's just going to get bigger on its own. And that's kind of how we are. In the beginning, there's a lot of friction. It's difficult. It's hard. But once we get down that hill and we're acquiring as much snow as possible, our snowball is getting bigger and bigger, and it's doing it, with less effort. It's not as hard anymore. And that's the whole point. The whole point is we need to keep building, keep doing well, so that we can improve ourselves to the point where it gets better. And don't get me wrong, guys. For some people, I think a lot of people have maybe the wrong assumption of business. It's not unheard of to do 3 years of hard work in business and then finally get that snowball effect going. I think a lot of people quit way too early, maybe after a week, after a few weeks, after a few months even. And I would say, give your business 3 years. Maybe it's not Redbubble, maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a bunch of different businesses. Give yourself 3 years to get good at something. I know I've said this before, but to be truly world-class at something, even coaches and other people have agreed, and they've said this stuff online, and I've actually agree, because that's how long it took me roughly to be world class at something. It takes about 4 years, but the 4 years have to be truly a dedicated period of time with no vacations, no breaks, no, essentially no normalcy. And I hate to say this, but the truth is that if you want to be normal in the world, you're going to be average. You're not going to be the best. You're not going to get good. You're not even going to be phenomenal. You're not going to be anywhere near that. You're going to be average, just like everybody else struggling in this world. And that's the sad truth. If you don't want to do that, you can be world class at something within 4 years. Think about it this way. Imagine Redbubble. Imagine you did 60 designs every day for 4 years straight. You'd be more than world class. You'd be the top 0.01% of Redbubble, and you'd actually be the top probably 0.01%, maybe not 0.01%, but definitely the top 5% in terms of financials throughout the whole entire world. If you just live in the United States, you're probably top 30% of the world financially, because of how poor some other countries are. But that's not the point. The point is that don't underestimate hard work. I know a lot of people say, I'd rather work smart than work hard, but the truth is nobody works dumb on purpose. So something that I want to say is, at the end of the day, our end goal is traffic. That is the one thing that matters the most when it comes down to Redbubble. When it comes down to Twitter, and Zazzle, TeePublic, all these other platforms, that's great. We can all agree that traffic is the number one thing. But since a lot of people are focused on Redbubble here on this YouTube channel, I'm going to say, focus on your traffic. Figure out what you can do. And if you still don't know how to increase your traffic, play this video back. Re-listen to the things that I've mentioned. And I'm telling you, you just got to work at it, all right? I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye.